Let's see if Cap can.
Let's see if Cap can pull out this fight here. But before we get started, we'll do our jerky ritual, our meat snack ritual.
Jerky.
Because I guess they're technically meat snacks, not jerky.
No good ones left.
There was no good ones to begin with.
Oh, these are the bottom of the barrel.
All right, there's 3 left. 1, 2, 3. Let's see. Let's mix them up. I don't know what I'm getting here. The selection has been made. And we have got the Paladin.
Oh, that's camel.
The Radiant Ration. That is the... Oh, fuck.
You know it's getting good when it starts with fuck.
Barbecue style camel with beef. Camel. I've been dreading this one since I looked at the back of the package.
Ben,
Camel. Eating fucking camel.
you have to do it.
God damn.
Oh, buddy.
This is
Ah! I haven't
This is
even
what we
opened the
pay
package
for.
yet.
People pay to ride those in Dubai.
Fucking nasty animals. I don't want to ride it either. Certainly don't want to eat it. Fucking nasty ass
man.
spitting things.
Dan, they're not nasty. They're delicious.
You ain't camel
God.
before?
I have. It's pretty good, actually.
I'm a pass.
Because you're only 24, so you don't know what's good.
Oh, fucking big talk from... I actually don't know how old you are.
Camel. Here it is. Here's camel.
Let's do it.
Oh, that one look dry too. That
My
one
wife is even getting in on this now.
fuck.
She's turning around trying to watch the
Yeah.
show.
That's terrible looking.
I don't think he's gonna make it through the first bite.
The third bite?
He's
You
not-
taking the third bite?
Nah, he ain't even took the first one yet.
Camel.
Yeah, no, it's...
I'm delaying
Oh,
the
I
know.
inevitable.
You're waiting.
Should I smell it?
Yes.
Don't do that.
absolutely.
Don't do that.
Absolutely.
Definitely hold your breath.
Suffer with all 5 cents.
It's barbecue, right? I like barbecue.
It's gonna taste like barbecue.
It's not gonna taste like no dang barbecue.
Well, it's gonna taste vaguely like barbecue.
You shouldn't have smelled it. Oh, now he really don't want to eat it.
God, I
Man,
don't want
that
to
is-
put this in my mouth.
Yeah, they're doing this mouth yet. No, he's damn like this.
Ah!
You gotta chew it. Don't just swallow.
Chew, chew, swallow.
20 bites each. 20 chews.
Oh,
Yeah, you gotta like really get it in there.
are you trying to chew it without it touching your tongue? Are you-
Trying not to taste it.
He ain't gonna make it. He ain't gonna.
Yeah, that's not going. That's not going down the throat.
Oh.
Did he have to
man.
force it?
Yeah.
It's stuck in my teeth.
That's just.
Oh,
Remember, chew
it's stuck in my teeth.
Now I got a question. Is it that it tastes bad, or you just know it's camel?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Perfect answer.
Both of
I'll
them.
put it this way: if it was a blind taste test, I wouldn't say that this is good, but I wouldn't guess that it's fucking camel.
Yeah,
2 bites,
I guess
right?
that's good.
2 bites. Gotta do 2 bites.
Consistency.
Who
know-
made up this 2-bite rule?
You.
Why did I make that up?
Consistency.
I don't know.
Good one.
So you could give an honest choice.
Is it the worst so far?
Yeah. Now it's like an experiment.
No.
We have to maintain standards.
No.
No, it's not the worst.
If we have standards.
Hey.
They all blur together. I couldn't tell you which one was the worst.
You gonna eat it on a different side, then it's gonna like permeate your whole mouth.
You know what? You bring up a good point.
Man. You know, I know,
Yeah,
I know. We
agony.
probably shouldn't derive some kind of sick pleasure from this, but I'll be damned if this isn't the funniest thing that happens.
Make the taste less bad.
Oh, we should definitely get pleasure from this. At least some of us. Not tan. Look at
Yeah,
that.
just,
Don't grow up.
Bah,
I love Wednesdays.
Come
bah.
on, it's not that bad.
No, it's all right. I'm all right.
You're all right. You're good. I don't believe that for a
Oh.
second for a
Oh.
moment.
Just think how prepared you will be if you ever take a blind taste testing. Like
Oh.
you're on a cruise and they're like, do a taste test, and you'll know all the
Yeah,
flavors
I mean,
of everything.
You will be completely immune
Oh.
to do whatever the fuck.
Slim Jim Chaser.
Again, pitch the game
When X Factor was on and Fear Factor.
Fear Factor.
Oh, yeah.
Or should we do
Yeah.
the Yums?
You make it. You definitely make it.
Around the world.
Yeah, I used to watch Fear Factor. I didn't have a gag reflex until I started watching Fear Factor.
The stuff they ate, Lord.
Kid I went to high school with,
Man.
actually, I was a senior and he was a freshman, but he was in the D&D club. So I got to know him over that year. Anyway, so years and years later, I saw him. He was fucking on Fear Factor. He won.
Oh, that's
Nice.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool, actually.
Yeah, it was the funny thing was the final challenge was, without making a long drawn out story by over explaining the intricacies of the challenge, ultimately it was a hold your breath challenge. Motherfucker held his breath for like 3 minutes. He was the first one to go. So he set the bar at like 3 minutes, held his breath, and you should have seen it. He was like before he finally gave in. And I think the next closest person got like 40 seconds or something. So it's like he ended up holding his breath for like way longer than he had to. But he got his $25,000 or whatever it was.
Oh, it's
But
well earned.
Yep.
Yeah, no, he fucking did it.
Yep.
Damn. Well,
All right.
now that we've enjoyed that little moment of Dan suffering for our pleasure.
All right. Yeah, now we can get to the top of round 7 here, and Rylar's dead. Zorana's making a death save.
See it.
Okay, let's see. Is this third turn? Oh no.
Oh.
Still dealing with evil.
Now, how many successes is that? Do you know?
That's 3, so it
you're
would have gone either way.
You're stabilized. You're no longer making death saves.
Let me come back.
Now, doesn't mean that one of these Malephants isn't going to come over and stomp you while you're unconscious.
I'll leave the decision up to the DM.
Now, this is the friendly Malephant that you've released from the Iron Flask cap.
Yes, this is my friend, and I want him to kill this one.
Alrighty. That is a hit. They're immune to poison damage, so the poison damage doesn't even apply, but the 12 piercing does. And they are immune to the poison condition.
Just like me for real.
Here comes a glaive attack, which hits for 12. And a glaive attack, which hits for 9. So 21 damage altogether.
Nice.
Alright. This wyvern back here.
Now, they've all just seen a Malephant just reappear and suddenly start attacking an ally.
Right. We're going to, without any visible bad guys on the field, the wyvern is going to withdraw.
Oh,
Cap.
that is a choice. Alright. I think Cap has figured this all out. Cap knows what he has to do. Gonna bravely stand here. What is my cone on this spell? 30-foot cone. I could actually probably cast it here and still do the effect I want to do. I mean, Rylar is dead, so Cap is not really concerned with hitting them because
Nope. Right.
I mean, best I can do is ragdoll a corpse.
He's
Okay.
laying on the ground. Most of it will go right over.
All right, 30 feet. There we go. That's a much nicer cone.
Yeah,
30 feet gets those individuals.
sure does.
As Cap is going to cast Pulse Wave. It's a
Constitution.
half damage on a fail on a six. Sorry, half damage on a success. On a fail, they are also pushed back 15 feet.
Both the Malefiants made the save, so they both take 13 damage and are not pushed.
Yep.
And under what conditions will Cap become visible again? If he drops concentration and that's it?
That's it. Either a minute passes from him casting the spell, which he casts a spell on turn 4, so this will be 3 rounds of it. Yeah, so either 1 minute or he drops concentration.
And this is likely to be resolved before it drops.
Potentially, yes.
Right. Constitution save for the Wyvern. Failed, so he takes all 26 and is pushed.
Yep, 15 feet backwards. That is Cap's go.
Wyvern, again, not seeing any, is going to withdraw. Kira, make a death save.
Oh, sorry about that.
That's okay. Ooh, 2 fails.
Second failure.
Alright, this Malefiant here is going to come in and get this guy in flanking. He's going to hit for 13, hit for 20, and hit for 16. So 33, 49.
Why can't my Malefiant roll as good on damage?
Right? This Malefiant is going to attack back. He's going to miss with the trunk. But hit with 1 glaive attack for 17. Lex is dead. Wyvern withdraws. Rylar's dead, and we go to Zorana, who's stable, so not much for you to do.
Am I conscious? Does that mean, or am I unconscious?
I think, yeah.
Okay, so there's nothing I can do.
I don't think so, not until somebody revives you, right?
Cool. Okay.
A hit for 14.
It's 14.
A hit for 14. And a hit for 19. So 28 and 19 is 47.
Yep. Man, I just gotta keep a Malefiant on. Like, they're fucking everything up.
Right? Cap.
Alright, so, Cap doesn't want his only ally, who is presently still alive at this moment, to die. That being the Malefiant. And is going to... he's gonna cast a... Oh, man, I have ideas, but none of them are particularly smart.
Those are the best ideas, honestly.
I'm regretting not having any touch range spells right now. No, I do have one. But that's a cantrip. That's not useful. Cap is just gonna try and hit the Malefant with a 3rd level chromatic orb. Dealing thunder damage.
The injured one?
Yeah, this one.
Got it.
Alright, as long as I don't whiff this.
18 hits for 27 thunder damage. Kira, death save. This could be it, Kira.
Shit, I should have tried to save Kira.
Yeah, I was thinking that.
I was like, no, they'll be fine. And then I realized they're at 2 deaths. They'll be fine. They won't die this round, right?
It's right. I rolled a 20 last death, so hopefully it comes again.
Yeah, not a 1.
That is not a 20.
So that's,
Hey, that's
2
not a
successes,
fail,
though.
Is 13 a success?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you've got
Yeah,
2
anything over
successes
10.
and 2 failures.
Do I have 2 successes?
I think you do.
No, he rolled a 20. That's his 3rd.
No, but I went down.
He went down.
Oh, you went down after you rolled a 20?
Yeah,
Yeah, because as soon as I got up,
he went back down,
monster
right?
killed me again. So I think that's my first, according to...
Miss. Oh, first. I see. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, second time went down.
Glaive. 2 hits with the glaive for 41
Oh, man.
damage.
Yep.
So much.
God, I love my meat shields.
Hey, now.
Hey, I'm not referring to you guys, of course.
Of course not. I'm not referring to the bodies right in front of me.
Oh, fuck. Alright, bye-bye, Malefant.
28, 38, 44, 63.
Yeah. I have a feeling he's dead.
Cat.
Oh, you skipped his turn.
Who did I skip? Oh, the
My
Malefant?
Malefant's turn. Yeah. My Malefant.
Oh, I did. Sorry about that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's gonna rock this guy's shit before he dies.
All right. He's going to hit for 17. And 2 more hits. So 17 and 15 is 32. And 11 is 43.
And he goes down?
Well, let me even do the first 2. So the first 2, 17 and 15 is 32. That takes him out. And he turns around and does the second glaive attack behind him for 11.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now Cap.
Now it's my turn. Now there was a very specific reason why I needed, why I did a spell to make them make con saves, and that was because I wanted to know how good their constitution was, and it's pretty good because they're fucking elephants,
Right.
which doesn't help me. So I'm gonna use the thing that Cap has been saving this whole time. Not that I think it'll help this Malefant live around, but because I'm running out of tools. And I'm going to pull out my Wand of Magic Missiles, and I am going to unleash 8d4 plus 8 of Magic Missiles at that one Malefant.
All right.
Which is every charge, except for 1 from the wand, so I don't have to make a roll for it to explode. 33.
33 points of damage. All right.
I'd like my Malefant to take... Yeah, no, I want my Malefant to just try and kill that thing. I know it's not going to do it, but I hope.
Kira, death save.
There he goes.
Shit.
That's 1.
I don't see the roll.
There it comes.
Oh, there. Oh,
Oh, no.
Oh!
He's me with the 13, and then bam.
Dead, 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 dead.
Deaded. It even says that in the D&D Beyond too. Dead.
Dead, 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 dead,
That's just rude.
dead, 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 dead. All right, 17 hits for 14, 10 misses, 17 hits, so we're talking 31 points of damage, which I think is going to take this one out.
Yeah. Okay. It's you and me, Bucko.
All right, Cap, what do you got?
Not a lot left. What kind of armor are they wearing?
Plate, half plate.
Okay. Very cool. Alright. I'm looking at my spells, and like the good ones that might help would take away my invisibility, which is the only thing that saved my ass right now. So instead, I'm going to do the only other reasonable option I have, and Cap is going to skedaddle 25 feet this way. Withdraw a knife from his pocket, and I'm going to cast Life Transference, targeting Zorana. So Zorana regains double the amount that I roll here.
All right. Nice.
Okay. Nice. That's actually a good chunk of my health right there. Thank you.
And that means I take 17 points of damage. I need to make a Constitution saving throw. I don't drop invisibility.
Nice. All right, life has been
Actually,
transferred.
I don't want to move 25 feet that way. I want to move 25 feet this way for no particular reason.
Okay.
Sure.
Don't worry about it.
Cap, make a stealth check.
Oh, I'm not trying to be stealthy.
There's just a slap as you run.
He's got
There's an audible slap and the drag of fabric.
So he did that with disadvantage. So he's trying. He realizes there's an invisible creature on the field. He's trying to locate you with his other senses.
Yeah, I think he's gonna see me.
So you have advantage on the stealth check because you're invisible.
Okay. 22. he doesn't hear the
spot
audible.
you. Nope,
Doesn't
he
spot
doesn't spot you.
Cap is like having a moment of crisis as he thought elephants could hear better.
Right. All right, Zorana, what do you got?
Okay. I've got two things actually. So I just was re-looking through my spell list, and I've got a couple options. I have that ring from when we fought the animals, and that'll let me cast Fear without using a spell slot. Could use a charge. And so this guy would have to make a Wisdom save to see if he's frightened and run away. We have that option. I do have Revivify, so I could save at least 2 people in our party, but I do want to ask you, Dan. So it's a level 3 spell, and I don't see an option to upcast it, and I only have 2 more level 3 spell slots.
Right. You could certainly use a level 4 spell slot. You just don't get any benefit from doing so.
Okay, perfect. So if anyone wants to keep their character, I can rectify this. If anyone's, as long as it's within a minute. And I assume we haven't gotten that far that I couldn't undo this.
No, you totally can undo this.
If you resurrect the barbarian, I can life transfer him back to a good amount of hit points.
Okay, but the problem is I have to get over there. That's 25 feet? Okay.
Yes.
But I'd only have half my speed and I'm at 35.
Oh, it's a touch range spell.
Yeah. I mean, again, I can make my way over there, get him up. But yeah, that's something I can start to work on, is getting people up if they would like to keep their character sheets. I can definitely get the barbarian up. But let me see. Yeah, I'll get everyone up as long as yeah. Okay. And then the other thing I was gonna say, what do I have? Oh my gosh, I had one other thing. Oh, I'm a dummy, and I forgot I still have slow in my spells.
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm just gonna cast it on this area just to fuck with this remaining guy.
Sure.
But oh no, it's 120 feet. No, I'm sorry. It's a 40-foot cube. Okay, I'm looking at the wrong thing. It's like I haven't played in 3 weeks.
It's been a hot minute.
All right, he failed his wisdom save.
Okay, so let's say this nice box exists like in this area. I'm trying to avoid the rest of the group.
Right.
I know that's not 40 feet.
Yeah,
but
no,
just
but you
withdraw.
got it. You got it. Right.
Yeah. So this is just to keep Cap alive, and because I won't. Oh no, I can't use Revivify, so I'm going to just. I'm gonna get up. Let's have a 35. 15. Okay, let's just. Yeah.
I think it's even funnier because Zorana would actually have no idea it's Cap because she can't see Cap.
Just guilt by association. He's the one that's missing.
Yeah, guilt. But he's just the only guy, and I'm like, let me get the barbarian up. So that'll be my action and bonus action. Because I can't see anyone, I'm healing wording myself.
I mean, I have more hit points than you, so.
And that will be my turn.
The only thing that has damaged me this combat is me.
All right, Cap.
Alright, Cap has a masterful plan. I'm gonna put myself here. Oh man, I mean, he has a high con save, but I have an ability that if it would work, it would be really good, but it's a con save.
What about the flask?
Well, I already used the flask, and didn't we establish new rules for it?
The flask doesn't have. It's a legendary magic item. It's meant to be incredibly powerful.
Yes, didn't we establish some kind of balance for it?
The only balance that I had for it is that when you use it, if there's another creature that is like your friend for an hour, that effect goes away.
Then I think Cap is gonna use the flask.
Right. It's the obvious move.
It's the well. My other move was I was gonna do momentary stasis and just put him in the timeout temporal displacement.
That's a wisdom save, right?
Yes, it is a DC 17 Wisdom saving throw. 7. Yeah, he gets sucked into the cask like a ghost going into the vacuum in Luigi's Mansion.
Right. That's it. Fight's over. Well, except for the Wyverns now, who can see Zorana running across the battlefield.
Fuck.
But they've been flying away, right?
They were kind of hovering ahead, above, rather.
Gotcha.
And now that Zorana's got up and moved, they are swarming back down to attack.
Yep. Okay.
11 misses.
That just misses.
Stinger hits
Yes, it does.
for 13,
Ooh.
plus a con save. Ooh, so 25 poison damage.
Okay.
I mean, at least you're not dead.
Mm-hmm. Oh wait, I have to make a concentration for the slow.
Oh, it doesn't matter because
you don't.
he's
Oh, I'm sorry. Never mind.
Yeah. I mean, you technically
Never mind.
did, but all right, Lex is down. We're going to say that this one gets here but didn't have the movement to close the deal. Zorana.
Okay. Fantastic. So I'm gonna drop the concentration on the slow.
Okay.
Don't exactly need that anymore. Am I still in reach of this guy if I move? Oh wait, no, I just need to move here. So I'm just gonna step here.
Yep.
I'm gonna hit Lex with Revivify.
How many hit
So
points
you've
does
got
that
1
give?
point of healing. Yeah. And then I'm gonna cast. Where is it? Sorry, I'm looking for level 2 healing word on myself again.
Very good. Alright, so there's Zorana's turn. Mercy Rule will again put this one here, but say it doesn't have enough to attack. Cap.
Alright, shit. So my only option, because I just blew through all my third levels, is to use a 4th level life transference.
Dump
Which
out.
could theoretically actually put me under.
You could empty the iron flask and have it start attacking the wyverns.
Oh, you know what? I could. Alright. That's a great idea, Dan. I am going to uncork the iron flask and I'm going to place a Malephant. Can I place a Malephant in, like... Because it's within 60 feet of me, right? Yeah, I can place it within 60 feet.
Mm-hmm.
Would I... If I were to shunt it into a space like this, would I be able to push the wyverns back?
Sure.
Yeah, Cap, while invisible, is going to uncork the iron flask, and the Malephant is going to reappear before Zorana, and just like a very much still coming back to alive Lex. I'm sure this won't add to the confusion. I think it has to roll initiative for it, doesn't it? It has
I
it still.
kept its initiative on the board, right?
Oh, GM layer.
All right. So this wyvern has been trained not to attack the Malephants, and the Malephant has not attacked it.
Oh.
Actually, it doesn't even have to get close. It's got reach. All right, so here comes the bite. Zorana, that hits for 13.
13 does. Oh yeah. Okay.
And then here comes the stinger.
Come on. Son of a bitch.
Ooh.
Hold on, let me just look at my reactions. I don't have anything. Okay. Yep, she's down again.
All right. Malephant. Which one do you want to attack? The injured one or the healthy one?
I want it to attack the injured one. Put these motherfuckers in the grave.
9 misses.
Motherfucker.
9 misses. 21 hits for 16.
What is that? Where were those rolls of the wyvern?
Right. Lex.
Oh shit.
Lex, there's an elephant attacking the wyverns. It's friend.
How close is this one?
It is 10 foot off the ground.
So if I move, am I in striking distance?
Do you have a weapon with reach?
No, I'm saying if I move away from it, am I in striking distance?
Yes, you are within its sphere of influence right now.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I am. Is that a bonus action? I'm sorry. I was not looking at this one. It does. It's action. Okay. So, yeah. I don't. I think I can make it. I'm a bonus action rage.
Okay.
Oh, let me make it. I'm a bonus action rage, and I'm going to run. Was that 15 feet? I think it's 15 feet. Oh, no, that's wrong. Hold on. Deep. Oh, stop. 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 Go back to where you was. So about right here.
Okay.
But on the way, I'm gonna hit Zorana with that as I pass.
All right. And you did not leave his threatened range, so you did not provoke.
He can still hit me from there?
Yep.
Yeah, 10 feet.
But Zorana gains 7 hit points. All right.
They got hands.
Oh, okay, who goes after? And that motherfucker goes next.
All right. And that does it
Oh,
for
man.
Lex.
Hold on.
Okay.
I'm raging, so that means that I can do things. So that gives me 8 temporary hit points. I don't know how much this gonna save, but every point counts. Oh, he left. Oh, thank Jesus Christ.
The wyvern starts to attack the Malephant and misses twice. Zorana.
Okay. Yeah. This should be fun. Let me see. What can I still do without burning through my Revivify? Okay.
Before you
Shit.
do that,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to grab you. I can't find it. There we go.
You're going to teleport her.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna move her here.
All
Oh,
right.
that's cool.
Cool. So, Zorana, you are right next to Ryla.
Great, amazing. We're just gonna slap Rylar awake. Be like, get in there.
Hell yes.
This is the only time you'll ever hear me say this, but I apologize. I'm gonna cast, I will cast Healing Word on Rylar.
Awesome, thank you.
Kira, you're next.
Thank you. No worries. Take your time. I'm just chilling.
A hit. And a hit for 18 points of damage. Cap.
Alright. Cap. is looking at the situation. Things are significantly better now. So, I suppose this is an important question. If a creature is inside the flask, are they subject to the effects of time?
I'm going to say yes.
I'm gonna say yes. Okay. That is an important question. Thank you for answering. In that case, Cap is going to sort of like waddle awkwardly up behind Lex and use upcasting at 4th level for no real benefit other than just I need to cast a spell. Lex, I'm casting haste on you and dropping my invisibility.
Got one
So-
hit point.
You got 1 hit point. Fucking go get him, buddy. Can I bonus action just hand Lex a healing potion?
Sure.
Yeah. Cap makes you real goddamn quick and then hands you a healing potion.
Just a regular healing potion.
No, it's my greater.
Mm.
You get my greater. Oh, and then because I have 5 feet of movement, Cap waddles awkwardly backwards.
$44 plus 4. 14.
All right, Lex. This Malephant is engaged with 3 wyverns.
And all of them are 10 feet off the ground, aren't they?
They are.
I appreciate the haste, big dog, but I can't do shit.
Well, there's like multiple glaives on the ground. That's a reach weapon.
Right?
I can just pick up a weapon.
You can pick up a glaive and use a glaive. It's got to reach of 10 feet, right?
Okay.
You can add a glaive to your character sheet, a non-magical glaive, and use that.
They've been whooping our ass with non-magical weapons.
We've been getting our ass beat across this plane with non-magical weapons.
Okay. That attack's gonna be ass. I'm gonna move here. And I'm gonna attack him with the glaive.
That's a hit. For 18 damage.
Second one.
That's
not
a
a hit.
miss. And the third attack
Mm-hmm.
for 20 more damage. Very good. All right. Bites the Malephant, but misses with the stinger. Rylar.
Let me see. I am casting. Let's see. There's 3 enemies left, right? The one's ours, so just 3.
Right.
Cool. I'm casting Bane on all 3 of them. So they must subtract a d4 every time they make an attack roll or saving throw. All 3 of them.
Okay.
And I am concentrating on that.
And
Get hit
so they
again.
have to make a charisma saving throw against the effect, right?
That's true, yes.
What's the DC?
Ooh, that's not great. 15.
Come on.
Good,
come
good.
on.
Oh, 2 of the 3. 2 of the 3.
All right, 2 of them are Bane.
Okay, that's still not bad. Let's see. Do I have any non-spell bonus actions? I don't think I do. Well, hell, I might as well do this. Channel Divinity, bonus action, blah blah blah, regain 1 expended spell slot. Because why not?
Why not?
There you go.
And that's it.
Serana.
Okay. I should have enough room to kind of squeeze through here and
Oh, yeah.
go over. So I'm gonna do this, and at 4th level, I'm going to cast Revivify. Okay, that was, yeah. So at 4th level, just cast that to get up Kira.
Thank you very much.
And then as a bonus action, I will just cast Mass Heal Word, and I'm just gonna heal everyone that I can see.
All right. Everybody
So everyone can take
gains
9.
9 hit points.
Awesome.
Does my character still show 1 hit point?
Now he's showing 24.
Okay.
All right, so a hit for 8 points of damage. Cap.
All right. Malefants are looking. The Malefant is looking alive, which is good. Because I think I can just put him back inside the bottle when I'm done, can't I?
You could.
I could, and a Malefant would be great to have for later. Well, I've burnt through pretty much all of my spell slots except for like my seconds. So I don't really have a lot of combat second level spells. I'm just gonna fire a chromatic orb at this one here. First
Okay.
level. It'll also be thunder damage.
What's Cap concentrating on? Haste.
Oh, Cap is currently concentrating on haste.
Right.
Probably means I should step back a little bit, actually. 16 for 17 on this one.
Hits for 17. All right, this wyvern here got attacked by Lex. Doesn't like that very much.
Oh, your armor class is increased by 2 if that matters, Lex.
Oh, big dog, it does.
Lex,
It really
you just
does.
got hit for 7 after your rage adjustment.
Did you remove the D4?
Oh, for the Bane, right? So he rolled 21.
Yeah, you got it. You still got it.
Right. So 14 reduced to 7. And here comes the Stinger. Stinger missed. Kira.
What do I want to do? So I'm going to cast Asha's Mind Whip at level 3, so it'll affect this one and this wyvern.
Okay.
So it's a DC 14 intelligence.
2 failures. 14
So-
psychic damage.
They take the damage, and on its next turn, it must choose whether it gets a move, an action, or a bonus action. It only gets one of the 3.
All right. Maleficent is focusing attacks on 1. Hits with the barbed trunk. And hits once with the glaive. The creature is not grappled because it's too big. So it takes 15 poison and 22 slashing, 37 altogether. Lex,
All right.
how many hit points you got, Doug?
I still got one. I still got 24 because remember I got 8 temporary, but I'm about to get 8
Oh,
again.
right. And you only got hit for 7, right?
About to go ahead and put that back to 8. And I'm going to hit this dude 3 times.
$21. 16 is 37. And 17 is 47 plus 7 is 54. Woof.
Put him in the dirt.
Hits with the bite. Misses with the stinger. Rylar.
Okay, I am going to use my action to create a new pact weapon,
Okay.
which will be a glaive,
Okay.
and I guess that's going to be because I'm already concentrating on the Bane. So that's my action. So next turn I'll have a magic glaive.
All right. Zorana.
Okay. Let me see. At this point in time, pretty strapped. Yeah, I can do another healing word. I'll cast a healing word on Lex, just because you're literally in the middle of it with these beasts. And then I'm gonna throw a Sacred Flame as my action at this really injured wyvern.
All right. Dexterity 15. Failed. So 8 points of radiant damage.
Mm-hmm.
Down he falls to the ground. And misses the Maleficent. And hits for 13. But all that sweet poison damage is wasted on the Maleficent. Because they're immune to poison. Both the damage and condition. Cap.
Alright. It is Cap's turn. Where are we?
Well, we went from 3 of you being dead, with a 4th one almost being dead, to everybody back up on their feet. That's a hell of a recovery,
Yeah.
Such
Yeah.
is the power of Cap.
right?
And revivify. Yes.
And Revivify.
And the Iron Flask.
The Iron Flask.
But think of that. No, I'm not going to take credit for any of this. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just try and shoot the wyvern here. This one with another chromatic orb.
Oh, yeah, that does it.
For
10 points.
yeah, 10 points.
All right. Kira.
All right. Let's just do firebolt on the injured one, the more injured one.
$19 hits for 8. Anything else for Kira?
That's it.
All right, this Malephant is going to try to finish it off. Oops. All right, Lex.
Here,
Zip, zip, zip.
and I'm gonna attack him 3 times.
There's a hit for 14. There's a hit for 12 more. We're at 26. And hit for 36, 42.
I think that last one was a hit.
Lex, does a 17 hit?
No, not why I hasted.
Lucky dog. Rylar.
All right, let's try this new weapon out. Get up under this guy. And... not too bad.
Nice.
That's the first one. And I'll try to hit him again.
For 15 more, okay. Funny, you did twice as much damage on the non-crit as you did the crit.
I know, isn't that funny?
That's crazy.
Right? All right. And then we go to Zorana.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep my distance and I'm gonna shoot another sacred flame at this other wyvern. Oh, that's really good damage if it hits.
Made a good save.
Okay,
Good save.
doesn't take anything then, and you know what? I don't really have any bonus actions I want to use at the moment, so I think that's it.
Cap.
Okay. No. I'm just gonna use my last first and do another chromatic orb.
Hits for 9.
Yep.
Kira.
A firebolt, I guess, on that one.
All right. There's a hit, and that takes it down. Congratulations. Clawed your way back from the edge of extinction. For this fight, gain 8,000 XP. Each.
Holy shit.
I think that makes us level 10, doesn't it? I mean, level 9, doesn't it?
I believe it does.
Yes, I do.
Wow.
Like 8,000. Yeah.
So if everybody wants to take a moment to level up to 9.
I would.
You guys, I knew we could win this.
You almost called a time dragon. You stopped it right now.
See, guys, I knew we could win this.
It was a guaranteed win.
It was like exactly. This is all. See, Cat foresaw all of this. You just have to believe in the frog.
I'm going to fill my drink. I'll be right back.
I never doubted me for a second.
I don't get anything at level 9. That's terrible.
You get.
That's crazy.
You should get 5th level spell slots.
Yeah, okay.
Remember, your spell slots are also your features.
Yeah, I was just about to say I have level 5 spell slots. You should too.
Oh
Yeah.
man.
But for the class features,
Oh man, you know what's a fun spell? Dominate person.
what is that? Humanoid only?
Yeah, this is
Oh.
the only one.
I have that always prepared because of my domain, it looks like.
Nice. Hold on, what domain has dominate person always?
I'm order domain.
Or okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that makes
So
sense.
I get like a special bonus when I cast enchantment spells.
Has anyone used Bone Cage before?
Oh, Bone Cage? Yeah, it's alright.
It's Cloud Kill.
Alright. I know I said I needed to get a touch range spell, because I do need to eventually abuse advantage. What's a good touch range spell? Because I can't take inflict wounds because I'm not a cleric, and that is objectively the best one.
Oh yeah, there I have Dominate Person.
If you have dominate person, I'm probably not going to take it then.
You should probably take it since you know how to use it better than me.
Oh, I was thinking, Zarana has it, right?
Oh, if she has it, yeah.
Yeah. It's just something I'm automatically always prepared.
Okay.
You know, I could take Infernal Calling and just summon a devil that is hostile to everyone. But
That could
on
be fun.
each of my turns, you can issue a verbal command to the devil. It obeys the command if the likely outcome is in accordance with its desires.
Can you shout at it, though?
Yeah, so Cat would croak at it, and if those croaks appeal to it, it would do something. But if not, it's a devil, and it's everyone's problem, including me.
Shout at the devil.
But I don't think I should do that one. I already have summoned Big Monkey. What is Dawn?
What is this?
Oh, I just create actual sunlight. That's the anti-vampire spell.
Just looking through my spell list and I just found something called Switcheroo.
Extra D2.
Switcheroo. What's that do?
Oh my god, this is crazy. Okay, so it says, you attempt to switch places with a large or smaller target within range that you can see. The target must succeed on a charisma saving throw or instantly teleport to your space while you teleport to the one they previously occupied. Creature automatically succeeds on the throw if there's not enough space to accommodate either of the teleporting creatures. A willing creature may choose to fail the saving throw. That kind of sounds tempting. Not gonna lie.
Pretty cool. Oh, Switcheroo is a good one. Like,
Oh.
So if Zarana gets surrounded, she can switch places with Lex, and all of a sudden she's out of harm's way and Lex is on the front line.
mm-hmm.
I just got brutal strike.
Brutal.
You know?
Yeah.
Oh, I found a spell that is also pretty good for Cap. It's Temporal Shunt, which is a good one. It's a fun little spell.
I no longer have to attack recklessly no more.
The hell is Suffer My Pain? That is so emo.
Oh, just a random D10 to my damage.
If you forego the advantage on the attack.
That's perfectly fine.
Right.
I don't like use a reckless attack because I don't like give you advantage. Your animals hit too hard.
I assume that you're resealing the Malephant back in the flask?
Yeah, he's going back in the bottle.
There's so many spells to look at.
See, there's so many good options.
Yeah, let's look at that aura thing between sessions, because the one I'm using uses aura 1 and aura 2, but if there's a new version that only uses one of them, then we can put the second aura to use somehow.
Yeah.
Make it.
Yeah, I think he just had to create.
Yeah, we'll
I think
definitely.
he just had to
look at that
create a
when we-
custom script.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yep.
I have been trying to find a health aura that just uses only one of the auras.
Right.
Well, I just sent it.
Oh,
You didn't have to make it as a custom aura or a custom script.
where'd you put it?
In the Planescape Wednesday
Discord
channel.
chat. Yeah.
Oh, nice. I'm gonna have to borrow that. You know what's a great touch range spell? Vampiric Touch.
It really is.
A whole minute of just life drain.
Yeah.
And I can cast it at 5th level.
So everybody done leveling up to 9?
Yes.
All right. So
Yeah.
the situation in front of us here is you attacked the gate to fight your way out of Cursed, and it
let
was
us
a
out.
nasty fight. But you've dealt with all the forces in the immediate area. You can hear alarms sounding, but the way out is clear.
Yeah, Cap is just gonna, like, quickly look
See
at the
the
party.
bottom of Lex's feet. That's all you see.
Yeah, Cap is just gonna look around at the party, make sure they're all okay, and then just immediately book it out the gate.
All right.
Gone.
Yeah, just like the sound of just feet plapping.
Full on running.
Sprinting. Yeah, I think we're all sprinting.
We're getting the hell out of here. Marines, we are leaving.
Cap is the smallest and only has a 25 feet movement speed, but I imagine in this moment of pure terror for him, he's actually outpacing the party.
All right, congratulations. We don't have to do any of that other stuff about how to get out of Cursed, because you fought your way out successfully, so congratulations. Did we record the entry for Cursed?
Yes, we did. That was
The first thing.
That's why we wanted to leave.
Right, because you were all done.
Yeah.
Right.
And
so
Serrana was not going to wait for a man who she was going to have to kiss up to leave.
Right? A burgomaster, no less.
Yeah, the only Burger Master we want to see is at like a Burger King.
All right, so at this point, you get back to the Walking Castle Idkaru. and you all get to take a much-needed long rest.
Ooh, that is nice.
During that long rest, you have restored all the missing data from your Mimir. And now it is unlocked the part of its memory that it had lost access to tell you something about Rom's possible location, or Rome, RO4M. So, the Mimir, now that it has its missing town data restored, is able to relate to you information about something called the Great Modron March. Now, you know that RO4M is a Modron, a mechanical being, specifically I think a duodrone, if memory serves me correctly. Anyway, so there are different types of Modrons: quadrones, octadrones, decadrones, but they're all Modrons. And the Modrons come from the plane of Mechanus. The Great Modron March is a procession of countless Modrons conducted every 289 years to collect information about the multiverse and realign the workings of the plane Mechanus. Untold numbers of Modrons are lost during the march, and sometimes whole tangents of the march split off and get lost. The march enters the Outlands through the portal in the gate town of Automata, the first gate town you visited, which was a bureaucratic nightmare, you might remember.
It was not fun.
The march visits all of the gate towns, then passes through the Rilmani settlement of Dendratus at the base of the spire at the center of the Outlands. From there, the march ventures through portals into other planes, with a much diminished number eventually returning to Mechanus. The last Great Modron March occurred ahead of schedule and experienced a heightened number of irregularities and losses for unknown reasons. So what you can gather of RO4M's location is that he was following the path of the Great Modron March, which does visit all the gate towns and then goes to the Rilmani settlement of Dendratus. Now, there's a couple of proper terms in there. So I'm going to give you a little Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy primer on, well, what is a Rilmani? First of all, that's a term you haven't heard before. So the
That is a good question.
Here we go. That is a Rilmani, if you see it in the Roll20 chat.
What
How is
the
it
hell?
spelled?
Why is it so tall?
Well, it's not giant. I think it's humanoid size, but whatever's
it's a
going on in
it's
that
perspective.
picture is in the background. Anyway, Rilmani protect the balance between the forces and philosophies of the multiverse. They seek to maintain planar equilibrium, assuring that good, evil, law, or chaos never grow too powerful or too weak. To the Rilmani, each of these forces is fundamental to the multiverse's existence. Whenever one threatens to tip the balance in its favor or a plane is on the verge of collapse, the Rilmani act to even the odds. While the Rilmani might be found anywhere, they're most frequently encountered on their home plane, the Outlands, where they work to ensure that no force overexerts itself on the plane, and they're bipedal, with bodies of living metal that range in appearance from cold iron to brilliant gold. Most have smooth faces with few features, and their extraordinary anatomies often act in defiance of natural forces. There are at least 3 different types of Rilmani: Ferromax, Cupralax, and Auramax, but we won't get too much into that level of detail right now. But those are the Rilmani. Let me tell you more about Dendritus. So, there are several Rilmani communities, but Dendritus is the largest. It is a vertical city of towers and bridges that knit across a fissure found in the spire. Rilmani number among the few who settle near the spire, as most avoid the strange anti-magic properties that the impossibly tall mountain emanates. For the Rilmani, the spire is a sacred site, a manifestation of the multiverse in balance. Their metallic structures seal damage to the spire and usually last for only a few hundred years before vanishing, leaving behind only smooth stone. Dendritus is notable not only for its size, but also because the slowly growing lattice-like city works to cover a massive body entombed within the spire. The Rilmani who settle there know the corpse's identity, but keep this knowledge secret, leaving outsiders to speculate whether the corpse is a dead god, a visitor from beyond the multiverse, or something else entirely. But that is a little bit about the settlement of Dendritus, a Rilmani settlement located in the base of the spire. And it's most likely Rom's next destination after he traveled to all the gate towns.
How do you spell Romani?
Rilmani.
Okay.
So if you look here on the map, you can see the settlement of Dendritus is actually in a fissure in the side of the spire itself.
Okay. So it's not this thing right here.
No.
Good to know.
All right, so with that, okay, I'm just reading a little something here. So, assuming you don't have anything better to do but direct the walking castle, rather, to Dendritus, you can see ahead rises the spire, the infinitely tall tapered column at the heart of the Outlands. While its height is lost amid clouds and the boundaries of sight, its lower reaches spread in wild foothills. As you approach the base of the spire, a narrow seam in its stony slope comes into view. The fissure is filled with a lattice of rainbow-colored crystals. Tiny windows and distant figures reveal these crystals to be towers and bridges, interweaving across the fissure. The structures obscure a great shape within the cavity, a giant fossilized multi-limbed body. At the seam's base stands a glimmering, crooked tower with a prominent gate, and 2 gray figures with armored bodies and bladed limbs flank the gate.
Sorry, could you repeat that again? I didn't quite catch the description.
So you basically have the spire. the city of Dandratus and the fissure in the spire. Big fossilized multi-limbed body inside the fissure. At the seam's base is a crooked tower with prominent gate, and 2 gray figures flank the gate. They
What
are
kind of
2 Rilmanis.
Oh, okay, they're the big metal fuckers.
Right.
Yeah, I think Cap being the embodiment of just pure neutral is just gonna waddle right up to them.
The Romani stoically remain indifferent to you as you approach.
Cap waves.
They don't even acknowledge you.
They don't even acknowledge me.
No.
What a load of bullshit. I think Cap just walks by them.
When you start to proceed through the gate, they step in front of you to block your path. And you hear in your mind their psychic conversation telling you that outsiders are not allowed in Dandratus. Not without an escort.
Could you be my escort?
No,
Why not?
because I'm a guard.
Well, a guard theoretically escorts things.
Where can we find an escort?
Inside the city.
But how can we get an escort if we can't go to the city?
That's not our problem.
I would like to
That's
make
tough.
it your problem.
Is there someone higher up that we can discuss this with?
No.
Yeah, do you have a manager? I'll use minor illusion to give Cap the Karen hair.
Oh my god.
What is that?
Oh, right, these guys.
Yeah,
Is
these
that the,
stickers.
Is that an escort?
Yeah,
You've
are
seen
you
them
an
before, right?
I don't think so. This is the first time you've encountered them.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Yeah.
Familiar.
Okay. I guess my question is, so we can only get in with an escort. Is there a way, like, I guess I can say, okay, is there an escort, like, job request board? Like, is there somebody who needs help that we can do a favor for?
Is there anybody
there-
outside around us we could ask?
No, you're the only ones at the gate. Apparently not a lot of people travel to this area.
Because we can't get an escort.
Well, I guess I'm asking the guards. I'm like, is there truly no one we can help? Like, we're desperate. We really need to get in. Like, we're not going to force our way in, but if there's anything we could do to accrue favor, even with you guys, we're willing to do it.
As you're talking with the guards, a third Romani strides from the gate. This figure is leaner than the others, with copper cast to their skin. They're reading a scroll intently, but they look up as they draw near. This new Romani halts and does a double take, looking from you to the scroll and back again. The newcomer then approaches and holds up the parchment. Excuse me, is this you?
Who are they pointing
Is it-
at?
Yeah. Is that all of us or just one of us?
It is, here, I'll tell you, I just wanted to show you what this Romani looked like. It's a Kupralak Romani. And in her hand is a scroll bearing the name of each of you with a brief and unflattering but accurate description.
What is Cap's description?
Frog in big clothes.
What could be unflattering but accurate about me?
That is absolutely flattering. That is absolutely flattering.
The final line, so it lists all of you, but it also lists RO4M.
Hmm.
The Romani introduces herself as Ascatelis, and she has a welcoming, folksy charm. She explains that she was just coming out of Dendratus to look for you, and asks if you have ROM, or RO4M, Rome. We decided we like Rome is the way we wanted to spell that, pronounce that?
Yeah.
I think it's Rome.
So, she asks if Rome is with you.
No, we
I don't
haven't
think-
been able to find Rome.
And she says, "Oh, shucks," and snaps her fingers.
So, why are you looking for Rome?
Ascatelis explains that her superiors have deemed the Modron Rome a threat to the multiversal balance, and she hopes to find the Modron and return it to Dendratus so her leaders can determine what to do with it. She'd been given your names as possible associates of the Modron who might know its whereabouts.
No. We are looking for Rome. We don't know where he is. Did they say why he was a threat?
Just that he was a threat to the multiversal balance. She doesn't know more than that.
One Modron is a threat to the whole multiverse? What was Rome doing?
They're ornery little bastards.
We need a guide inside. Is that possible?
Why do you want to come inside?
To my understanding, Rome came through here.
She looks clearly surprised at this news. I'll be. Well, they say luck, like all things, happens in threes. Sounds like we've got another surprise in store.
What?
What?
Ascatelis
What's the
asks, well, that's what she's waiting to find out. She says it's good luck that she found you. It's good luck that Rome is reportedly in the area or has been in the area. So she's considering that two good luck right in a row, and maybe the third piece of luck will be finding them. Ascatelis asks if you will join her in searching for Rome. She doesn't know where to go next, but she can escort you into Dendratus so that you can ask around to see if anybody has seen the Modron.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Actually. Yeah.
Solve their issue.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with Ascatelis as an escort, you can enter Dendratus and begin to ask the residents what they know about Rome. Inside, Dendratus is a labyrinth of beautiful crystals and base metals inhabited entirely by the Romani. So long as
As we leave past the gates, Cap is going to stick his tongue out at one of the guards.
So long as Ascatelis is with you, the local Romani tend to ignore you. Ascatelis suggests that you find and question some Romani artisans called Plumax. These Romani harvest crystals from the spire and might have seen Rome. You want to take her suggestion, or you want to strike out on your own?
I mean, probably good
Idea.
to take her suggestion.
Well, I think we should take a suggestion.
All right. It takes Ascatelis an hour to find a Plumak willing to even acknowledge you. Even among the Rilmani, Plumaks are notorious for avoiding strangers and their troubles. Ascatelis is pleading their case, but your group could definitely help. We could do a group persuasion check. Half of you have to beat a DC 15. At least half of you have to beat a DC 15 charisma persuasion check.
I mean, Cap is very good at persuasion. Watch this. Hell,
comes-
Oh no!
Oh my god.
Oh
but guess what, Rylar? I'm going to use Pronal Shift to force you to reroll that.
Or Kira?
Or no, Rylar, who has a +8 to it.
Rylar passed it, though.
Oh, he passed it. Sorry,
Corona.
I was getting my numbers mixed up. Zarana, you get to reroll that.
Thank you.
I was looking at the wrong person.
Okay,
Nice.
there we go.
All right.
Cap chooses the timeline where you don't, stutter the first word.
So it takes some serious convincing, but you eventually get the Plumak to talk under one condition. That no one in the group ever speak to him again.
Deal.
So the Romani shares that a Modron was seen in the caves within the spire called the Desert of Rust. Ascatelis says that she can direct you there.
Can you direct us there?
Yep. So as mysterious as the spire is, even less is known about what lies inside. Just as the spire's exterior poses an endless unclimbable ascent, its interior holds a labyrinth of infinite tunnels and vertical hollows. Unknown to most except the Rilmani, the spire holds more than just these natural caves. Its caverns are lined with eerie rock formations and the eroded ruins of inexplicable structures. The spire is hostile to magic, and many creatures instinctively avoid its dark, stifling interior. The interior is dark, and we're assuming that those of you without dark vision have some kind of light source going.
Yeah. Cap puts his oversized goggles of dark vision on. Or
He's-
goggles of night on.
The spire's interior is still and silent, and sound seems muffled and muted within its interior. Now, it takes a little while to get there, but eventually you come upon a miles-wide cavern within the spire covered in flakes of rust, and in some rare cases, fragments of eroded blades. Every few moments, a harmless metal scrap falls from above and clinks against the cavern floor. The cavern has no ceiling. It rises endlessly into the infinite hollow of the spire's interior. Ascatelis tells you that Rilmarni artisans occasionally scavenge useful materials from the cave, but most of the detritus from above is worthless. So this is supposedly where Rome was spotted, but you don't see, certainly you don't see it here now. So do you want to maybe search around for any evidence of Rome's passage in the area?
Yeah, I think we should take a look around, start sleeping.
Definitely.
Let's get a survival check from everyone.
Wow.
No.
Now. Yeah,
Okay,
Cap knows a
excellent.
thing
It
about-
takes you.
Cap knows a thing or two about survival.
It takes you an
Yeah.
hour. But you do find evidence of his passage, and the path of his footprints leads up an incline toward a series of tunnels.
A series of tunnels.
Let's follow the tunnels.
So
Yeah, I think.
you pass through gradually sloping tunnels that take hours and hours to traverse. As you ascend the spire, you witness mysterious sights. A statue of a giant three-eyed horse jutting from a cavern wall, but it's so heavily eroded it looks melted. You see, as you skirt a vertical hollow, a body falls past you. Who's got the highest passive perception among you?
That's
I have
going to
a
be
50.
not me.
I have passive perception is only 14.
Cap has a 15.
I have an 11.
So Cap, you
And-
can. I'm sorry, Ryla.
Oh, I just had 11. Or
Okay.
10, rather.
Okay. So Cap, you catch the body out of your peripheral vision, and you can make a reaction to try to catch the body as it falls past, or just let it go.
I will try to catch it, I guess.
All right. Let's make.
Now,
An
is this the bot? This is just like a corpse.
It's falling fast, so it's hard to tell exactly. But it looks like a humanoid.
Okay, it's a humanoid.
Make an
Falling.
acrobatics or athletics check, your choice.
I'm looking at my magic. I'm looking at my list of magic. This is important. I have nothing that could pull a person closer without hurting them. Alright, I will attempt to make an acrobatics check, as I am proficient in acrobatics.
All right.
And I will use a point of chronal shift to re-roll that because, damn.
Okay, so it took you searching an alternate timeline, but you did catch the body, and you find that it's an ages-old, rag-clad elf skeleton.
Cap's a little disappointed.
Right.
Alright, I'll dump the corpse.
Just let it go about its gravity way.
You know what? You know, maybe I don't dump the corpse. That's how good is what condition is this skeleton in?
Oh, it looks pretty ancient.
Pretty
Just
ancient,
the
but like
copper pot.
all of its bones. At least 80% of its bones.
Oh, yeah.
What do you do with the bones?
What? I'm not doing anything with the bones.
I see an animate dead coming.
I mean, that was what I was thinking. I think Cap could use just a little bit.
Do I not have
Yeah.
Speak with Dead? I guess I don't.
Yeah, Cap is just gonna animate the, Cap is gonna cast Animate Dead. This is a pretty decent skeleton. And, you know, doing his whole casting, it is just going to raise the skeleton.
All right. You got a skeleton pal now. Congratulations.
This is important. I swear.
And as you continue about your way, Ascatellis gestures up ahead toward a 200-foot long, 5-foot wide bridge that connects your path with the tunnels ahead. The metallic bridge is covered in metal growths. You can tell that the bridge is natural, and although it appears able to bear your weight, it is fragile. Ascatellis says this bridge is nicknamed the Whisker.
You know, I think I'm just gonna send the skeleton across the bridge. This thing is probably pretty light.
What's an armor class for a skeleton?
God, it's like 13, isn't it? I have no idea. I can't see a skeleton character sheet.
Let me see if I can
I know it's low.
look it up. Right. I don't even know if
Right,
they
this is
included skeleton in this game. I better look it up on D&D Beyond.
Yeah, there you go. Because I'm pretty sure a skeleton's like, what, a CR 1/2 creature?
Right. Maybe even 1/8.
Maybe even like 1/4, 1/8. They're not tough.
Skeleton Monster Manual 2024.
Why
Armor
I
class
missed-
14. Hit points 13.
See, I was right. They had 13 somewhere there. That's why I... Oh.
All right. So, it only rolled 1d6. I better roll 5 more d6. All right, so 17 points of damage. So the skeleton is destroyed.
Yeah, immediately. Cap is upset. That was a good collection of bones.
So, do you all know what a piercer is?
Yes, I hate them.
They're kind of living stalactites, and they're not very intelligent creatures, but they just adhere toward to a ceiling and wait for something to pass underneath and just drop, trying to crush them. Now, the skeleton was destroyed, but so was the bridge. The 5-foot segment of the bridge is destroyed, and the entire structure crumbles. This part of the spire has no ceiling or floor. So now you're... So now you are left with crossing this 200-foot gap that no longer has a bridge in order to follow Rome's path.
All right. Okay. How many of you can just fly?
No.
Nope.
Nope. Damn, that makes this a bit more difficult.
I can switch away with something, but can't fly.
How far does the switcheroo go?
It depends what level I cast it at. Let's see, is it just a 3rd level? So it starts... Yeah, so it's 3rd level, so I can cast it. I could switch as far as 90 feet. I do it all the way to level 5. I could go 150 feet.
Damn.
Dan,
Yeah.
how long is the bridge?
200 foot. Or it
Phew.
was. Now the chasm is 200 foot. And there's no bottom.
Well, and they're falling from above us.
Well, at least one did. I don't know whether you can assume there's more or not.
And you said the bridge was natural, right?
It was.
Wait, did I miss something? Did the bridge break?
Yeah, the bridge.
Yeah, bridge broke.
Bridge was destroyed
Yeah.
when the piercer
was-
dropped on it.
A sentient stalactite just fucking Batista bombed my skeleton and the bridge into the abyss.
Right.
Great.
Yeah.
Alright.
We ain't got
kind
no mage that can dimension door.
Well, Dimension Door is wild. Oh, holy fuck. I realize I have the solution, guys. Don't worry.
Oh god.
It'll be okay. There is a reason I take this spell in every campaign I ever play in as a wizard. Behold. Disc.
Tensor's floating disc.
Cap is visibly excited at the prospect of this. Here's the idea. I can cast Fly on myself and cast this disc. And I can just ferry your asses back and forth.
Until everybody gets across. That's a good solution to the problem.
I don't know. If you read the bottom third of that spell.
Oh, 10-foot deep pit. Damn it.
Oh,
I could
you're
cross
right.
a ball pit, but not a real pit.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So close.
Class.
Darn.
Where's my
Yeah.
action?
This is crazy. Could you suck each one of us into the flask? Take us across?
But what about the Maleficent?
How many can the flask hold?
One person.
Just one. Just one.
I mean,
but
yes.
one at a time, though.
Yes, this has become like the because I don't want to lose the Maleficent, but if I use the flask on one of you guys, then the Maleficent becomes hostile. That adds a whole new problem.
Yeah, that is true.
But
I mean, we could just let it
You
loose
can
into the
open the
chasm.
flask over the canyon and just let him drop.
But then we lose the Maleficent.
Yeah.
We're losing him either way. We have no other options here.
I can't. I mean,
Hmm.
how long do you think it'll take to dash across? You said it's 200, right?
right,
God.
fly
That's a
lasts for
perfect
what, an
number.
hour?
No.
10 minutes of fly.
Yeah, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
You can get back and forth 4 or 5 times. Sure.
Oh, in
If
10
you
minutes, I can
cast
get
it on
back and
me-
forth, like, yeah.
I can carry you guys across.
That is true.
That is true.
Yeah, my
He could also do double if one of us goes into the flask
I
and
can
then he
carry
carries one of
sure.
us.
285 pounds.
Okay, but it is 10 minutes of fly, so, like, you don't even really need to do multiple people. You have time.
I will offer this little nugget too. You should remember that the last one of you to be let out of the flask has to be friendly to Cap for an hour.
Yeah, I'm carrying everybody. Let me go.
I got your number.
It has
Wow.
to obey Cap for an hour.
They have to be able to reasonably understand Cap, though.
Right.
Yeah, I can just ferry everybody across.
Now, when you fly, your carrying weight is based on your strength?
Your carry weight is
Yeah.
your strength times 50. Is your strength times 15, right?
Yeah, but that's with your feet on the ground.
Is there different rules for flying?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know that a flying creature can carry another creature with it. Maybe one, but not multiple. I'll go ahead and give you one. That you could pull a Superman and Lois thing, you know?
Like it usually says how much you could carry when
Right.
you're flying. So you'd have to deduct your items, you know, your weight, and then add the person, and then see.
I see where you're
I mean,
going.
there's no rule that says that like does it carrying capacity
Let's do a quick...
while flying.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
Please.
Oh,
don't
I'm
ask
working on that right now.
Why are you asking ChatGPT?
Because I love ChatGPT.
Yeah, but it won't be aware of any rules or brought up.
I know. But it might find and put together flying weight.
But realistically, I'm probably the heaviest because I'm 230 plus 170 in equipment.
Fly
I mean-
spell carrying capacity.
That's why you should go in the flask, because then you would weigh nothing.
True.
And then you'd have to be super nice to.
For like 1
Yeah, it
hour.
could be-
When
I-
has Rylar ever been mean to Cap?
If
I can
you go
stay collecting crap for an hour.
I was about to say, if you go first, whoever goes in after you, you don't have to worry about
That's
it.
true. It's true.
Alright, now you guys need to decide your horrible fate. Who wants to be nice to Cap for 1 hour?
So
I'll roll you guys
rules.
for it.
here's what ChatGPT says. It says the fly spell does not change a creature's carrying capacity. A creature carrying capacity is based on strength and is not affected by flying unless the DM says otherwise. Flying while carrying. So if your strength score allows you to carry a person or a heavy object, you can do so while flying, but encumbrance rules or realism may cause your DM to impose limits.
Okay, so
Speed may
realistically,
be reduced.
I mean, I assumed that you'd be moving at half speed because of just like the normal like carry rules.
So
But I mean, like realistically, the fly spell doesn't actually like force you to adopt some like funny pose. You are just like willing yourself forward like Superman.
So it does say DM discretion here is key. The rules don't explicitly limit carrying capacity while flying, but physics and balance considerations are fair game. A generous DM might allow it outright. A stricter one might say you can't carry more than your own body weight while flying. So it's definitely a gray area.
Well, which of the 50 Shades are you, Dan?
I'll give you one at a time. You can ferry across one at a time.
Alright, who wants to go in the flask first?
You know what? I'll do it because somebody else has to do it after I do it.
Oh, Cap is going
We don't
to
need the flask. We
Right.
can just, he
Yeah.
just said we can just go across one at a time.
Right.
I don't care. I'm casting Fly
Okay.
at 4th level, targeting Lex and myself.
Okay. And is
Alright,
anyone
that's
hitching
one
a
less
ride in
person
the
I gotta
flask? Or you're all gonna catch a ride across with Lex?
I mean,
Yeah, I'll go with
Yeah,
Lex.
fastest way.
All right. Cool.
Alright,
It takes a little bit of time, but not too much, and you all make your way across.
before I put Zerata in the flask, I will dejectedly float out to the middle of this pit, uncork the flask, and then there's Just an elephant falling. It's like into the distance, like the noise, like the sound of the elephants, like the sound of the elephant just fading out into the background.
I regret nothing.
And then Zorana goes in the flask, and Cap zips across and just uncorks the flask.
All right. So once you make your way across the bridge formerly known as the Whisker, you continue to follow the path, and after another several hours of marching,
and one of those hours, someone has to be nice to Cap.
right.
I know, such a laborious task.
So Cap, you can hear heavy breathing coming from around the next corner. Cap will make
Can we
the party
peek around the
aware of
corner
heavy
quietly?
breathing.
This broad cave is humid and covered in thick mold. At the center sprawls a greasy, gray, wart-covered giant. He stares hopelessly into the darkness above. Dozens of crudely carved amphibian figurines surround the Hulk, staring expectantly with bulbous eyes.
Oh my god, no. It's a million Caps.
Oh no!
Oh my god, it's the fan club.
The cavern is roughly circular and hundreds of feet across. It has a 30-foot-high ceiling, and there's a tunnel on the opposite wall that exits the chamber and leads higher into the spire. The giant has features suggestive of a human mixed with a fantastically ugly toad. He appears in deep despair and hasn't noticed you yet.
Color is the toad.
They range in color, some black, some blue, some green.
Yeah, these aren't the. This isn't the Cap fan club. None of them are purple.
Oh, there's some purple ones.
Oh shit! This might be the Cap fan club.
Purple ones and red ones.
Does this look? Do they look like grung? Like skinned grungs?
They're crude. They could be grung, but they're not bipedal.
Yeah, Cap is gonna like stick himself behind Lex. That's not okay.
So what to do with this sulking giant?
Try to speak to him.
Yeah, go speak to him. Well, I'm not going to speak to him. He might skin me.
Who's going to do the talking?
That's
Sure,
good
why not?
persuasion.
Hey, how you doing?
Are you here to worship me?
Worship you? Could you elaborate on that? Are you a person I'm supposed to be worshiping?
I'm not familiar with who you are.
I'm a god whose followers forgot me, and now I've even forgotten who I am.
Oh, that sucks.
How can we worship you if you don't even know who you are?
Exactly.
You can sit with me.
Do you remember?
Sit with you to what end?
In worship.
How long have you been sitting here in worship?
I can't remember.
You've been sitting here worshiping yourself this whole time?
I've been waiting for worshippers to come. You could be the first of my new followers.
You know what? Fuck it. Why not?
So Lex is going to sit with them?
I don't know how long I'm supposed to sit with him, but I'll give it a shot.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna sit also, just trying to be respectful.
Sure.
Cap is not going to go into this thing's line of sight for fear of being eaten.
All right. So the giant is pleased, and bids you to spread word of his physical perfection. And after spending a few hours in his presence, those of you who, well, let me ask: is there anyone who didn't worship with him?
Yeah, Cap.
Cap did not. Okay.
I'm a little debating it. I guess Serana will do it because at this point, she's kind of like, should I even be following my god? Like, she's having a little bit of a crisis of like, I think my god has abandoned me, and rightfully so. Moment.
And rightfully so. I love it.
The disasters that have been happening on this adventure. She's like, maybe I need a break.
So, after a while sitting in the silence, those of you who have been worshipping can hear faint croaking. An interesting little trivia tidbit is that you hear this faint croaking whenever you rest or cast a spell for the next week. But that's neither here nor there. You eventually move on. And the tunnel across moves on and ends in a ledge overlooking a vast empty crevasse. No path clearly proceeds above or below. Looking for friends, comes a cloyingly shrill voice. The words emanate from a crack in the cavern wall 15 feet above the ledge. A rotten stench emanates from within.
I'm not a fan of this situation.
No, not really.
Can we peek in without going in?
So, it's an easy to climb stone wall to the 10-foot wide, 20-foot deep crag that's above. It's just a short climb and you could peek inside.
I'll make that climb.
No, I don't like that at all. That's bad.
Yeah,
That doesn't look
yeah, that seems bad.
So,
What is that?
it's called a Bearnoloth. And
And
inside...
it's called fuck ugly.
Inside the crag, it's contorting its gangly form in a painful-looking crouch. Around the Bearnoloth, the walls are smeared with blasphemous symbols, and foul icons dangle from twine made of hair. Welcome. They call me the Scholar. I'm curious about you.
Why me specifically?
Well, not you specifically, your group.
What do you know about my group?
I would share with you my knowledge.
Knowledge of what?
Forbidden secrets.
Forbidden by whom?
By the gods.
Forbidden secrets by the gods. That sounds like a plan. I mean, I don't know. Last dude, we just had to sit with him and we got some croaking noises.
Right.
But, I mean,
The scholar says he's seeking the truths of the multiverse, both this one and those that came before. I believe that when the time comes, I will be able to change the multiverse to suit my vision of profane perfection. I will share a secret. No mortal was meant to know with one of you.
Cap raises his hand.
that's... Oh, you didn't even want to come up here.
Hey, he'll take secrets.
It's probably for the best. He doesn't even speak common.
Does the group want to discuss which among you, if any, want to hear this profane secret?
You know, the funnier part is that Cap actually knows and can speak common. He just chooses not to.
Who wants to hear the secret?
I would love to hear the secret. Wizards are made for bad secrets.
This is true.
Everybody okay with Cap?
I mean,
Yeah.
I guess so.
So, Cap, you have to climb up to the cave, and you've got to let this thing whisper in your ear.
Yeah, Cap
With
hops.
its tongue.
I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself and give myself, where's the Wisdom one? What is the Wisdom one? Oh, yeah. I'm gonna give myself, I'm gonna give myself Owl's Wisdom, because I know what's about to happen to me.
Okay.
And Cap will hop up to this wonderful-looking monstrosity.
The scholar whispers in your ear, speaking in a language that you don't know but somehow understand. He continues on and on for a full minute, and your mind is flooded with terrible knowledge. You can't process the entirety of that knowledge, but what you can articulate can be summarized. I need you to roll a d4.
Alright. The D4. 1.
So the spire is made out of countless stacked versions of Sigil from past incarnations of the multiverse. Will you listen to more?
Absolutely.
Roll another d4.
Dan, I love horrible secrets and their consequences.
The entire multiverse is inside an impossibly vast bag of holding.
Are these just fortune cookie stuff? Like,
Yeah. Your lucky numbers are.
Right.
Cap is gonna whisper back, but what happens if they flip open the bag of holding?
So I'm going to post here in the Discord chat a little supernatural charm that you've got now, Cap.
Uh-oh.
You are
You know-
scarred
you know
by
it's-
knowledge you shouldn't possess. Your eyes turn black except for your pupils, which turn white.
Oh, so
It's a weird looking toad.
Right?
He looks almost exactly the same.
Right. Yeah, black eyes to begin with, right?
He had black eyes to begin with.
Right. So with that, the scholar tells you that it saw a Modron climb past its crag recently, but it wouldn't suggest following it because the darkness above is hungry.
Oh.
you would have to climb another 100 feet past the Scholar's Lair, and the chasm would open up to a 30-foot wide, 100-foot long ledge. But we're right at 10 o'clock, and that is where we will leave it for tonight.
Okay.
You've made it past the Tomb of the Frog and the Scholar of Impossibilities.
Yep.
And we're moving on to the Ravenous Darkness.
It's probably a good thing that one of the casters went for this, because it is just, you get a free spell.
Right?
Yeah. For 2 weeks.
Yeah.
All right, folks. That was a good one. That was an amazing job pulling yourself back from the brink of that fight. I'm sorry I made you
can't
go
believe you
through all
managed
the
that.
work of creating new characters, but I thought it was going to be a TPK.
I at no point believed it was ever going to be a TPK.
You never did?
I never did, because I knew.
You
Dan,
just
I
run
have
away.
no. Well, there is that. It's not a total party kill if Cap just bounces.
Right.
That's
yeah,
true.
Cap is gonna make it out alive, but the rest of us.
And we've done that before.
Right.
We have.
We had that Curse of Stride campaign where I bailed and the rest of you died.
Yeah.
Fun
What a
times for
time.
sure. Fun times for sure.
Man.
All right. So everybody in for next week?
Yeah, I should be here.
All right. Cool. We.
I don't know, Dan. I've scheduled a dental appointment in the morning. I might show up at 8.
I've got 2 more jerkies. We might only have 2 more sessions.
Well, session for jerky. There you go.
Yeah. I mean, it might be 3. But I think
You'll have
4
to
is
ration your
probably.
jerky.
We went through some of this material faster than I anticipated. So I think we're definitely in a 3 or 4 games left scenario. Maybe even only 2 or 3. But certainly no more than 4.
You can save some of that camel jerky for later.
Yeah, no, that shit's going in the trash.
Oh, good.
Right. All right, folks, you have yourselves a great one, and we will see you in the chat and talk to you next week.
Yeah, take
Yes,
care.
sir.
Okay, see ya.
Have a good one.
Yeah.
See you guys.